Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for the invitation to talk to you about space education. My name is Justyna Średzińska, and I will be talk a bit about European Space Education Resource Office and how we implement space topics to education in Poland. Once again, I really thank to organizers for the invitation. I hope you can see already my presentation. Um, so we are on Analog Astro Conference 2025, organized by Analog Astronaut Training Center, and I'm so honored that I was one of the analog astronauts a few years back, and now I can share with you my work. I proposed the topic ESERO-Poland, Space for Education, because it's the main work I'm doing right now connected with space, no, with space topic and space sector. I don't know if you know anything about ESEROs, so I think it's good time for introduction. ESERO is European Space Education Resource Office, and it's a network of offices around whole Europe. Uh, it's created by ESA with collaboration with different institutions around the Europe, with national organizers, partners to work, collaborate, and creating space topics, curriculum, materials more suitable for different countries, because I think we know that in different countries we have different types of educations, and we are trying to combine together, think together about best practices that we can use in education in different countries. In Poland, European Space Education Resource Office is run by Copernicus Science Center in Warsaw. I don't know if you know that science centers are not only places when we can come and fun with education, with science, but this is much, much more. So as you see in those pictures, we have two main buildings. One on the left side is our science center with exhibitions where people can come, learn, experiment, can think about science not only from know it about books from books, but really explore and experiment with especially prepared exhibits. And on the right side, there is a building, our Copernicus Revolutionary Lab, where we are able to make science, make a really good work on new methods, testing different kind of approaches to how people learn, how they discover new things, creating materials, projects, everything what we can be more conscious about science and involve young generation in science. So this is a brief introduction to what ESERO and Copernicus Science Center is. But as ESA, we have whole project, whole part of ESA work on education. We are trying to reach to young generation from kindergarten by primary school to secondary school and to students. We are doing this with using different kind of formats, different tools, and running different kind of activities. So for the youngest people, like really small kids, 4 or 5 years old, we have ESA Kids. ESA Kids, it's connected with Paxi. He came from another planet, and trying to know more about Earth, about solar system. And during ESA Kids, we prepared a lot of material, color books, games, different kind of tools that help even the youngest kids learn about solar system and space and astronomy. Next step is ESERO. So we are working more with primary and secondary school students and with teachers, where we have different kind of activities, workshops, challenges and competitions, and different kind of formats helping teachers to implement space topics to education, and for students to be part of space projects. And ESA Academy is a program devoted to students on university and higher level of education, where we have different kind of project workshops for them. I will focus on ESERO work, what I'm responsible for in Poland. So we run challenges and competitions of European Space Agency, and there are 5 of them. One is concept. So this is a competition for younger students, 14 to 19 years old. And the main part is to build a simulator of space probe with full of electronic parts, with idea of experiments, of what kind of things they want to measure, what kind of data they will get from their probes. And in the end, best project will launch on the rocket. You can see in the picture. So we are the company that have their own rocket with collaboration with Polish Rocket Society. So this is really full engineering experiment with scientific and engineering part. European AstroPi Challenge. This is a challenge connected with programming. So we know that programming is very important skill in space sector, and ESA have computers, 2 computers on ISS, which with full equipment, with a special graphic design part, which kids from whole of the Europe can program. So we collaborate with Raspberry Pi Foundation to create the full project, and even the youngest kids, 5, 6 year old, can create a graphic, pixel graphic, and send it to astronauts on ISS. And younger and older students can conduct real project, real experiment, scientific research in space, which is, I think, really amazing. That this is the opportunity for students across Europe. Another project is Climate Detectives. This is program focus on everyday life problems we have with climate change and with ecological problems. So students go to full investigational and scientific project. they are starting with the question or hypothesis they wanted to know about climate change or ecology in their nearest environment. Think about the method, experiments, materials, data they can use to discover, to be more deep in the project, in the problem, in the topic, and then based on their own research to implement and to think about solution for the problem. So we have like 3 steps. Find the problem, work on this problem, and collect data and analyze this problem, and make a solution. Tell about this problem in your community and invite them to help. So this is, I think, a very, very interesting project, and I'm really happy to coordinating it in Poland. We are on Analog Astronaut conference, and we have 2 projects very, very connected with analog and astronauts. Mission X, Train Like Astronaut. This is the project really connected with health, body health, mental health, kids and young people in Europe. So we have our mascots, Luna and Leo, who would like to get to the moon, and kids around Europe can make experiments, trainings with astronauts to help them to get to the moon, because making one of the one of projects or activities in this program, they collect points which are translated to steps that Luna and Leo do to get to the moon. So by fun and making together experiments and trainings, we focus on health, on being the best version of their selves. And another project really connected with astronaut is Moon Camp. It's a challenge where students using innovative learning technologies and trying to design their own habitats. It could be lunar habitat, Mars habitat, or space habitat on any celestial body they want to. It's a very complex project connected with the idea, okay, we are human beings and we would like to spend some time outside our Earth, on other planet or moon, where we are not so good at, we are not be able to breathe or live without any special technologies outside the Earth. So they have to think about what kind of place they should choose, farther distance, closer to us, where we can find food, water, where we get energy, where we could live, what we will do on this planet. So they have to really think about what their needs, astronaut needs, to spend time in space. And I focus a bit more on this project because it's really, I think, connected with analog astronaut trainings and analog and astronauts at all. So the participants in MoonCamp design a space habitat, and with all of the ideas, what they need, what to design in the project, they can do this using different methods. So it doesn't matter if kids will work with like paintings, like literature, like history or physics, mathematics, geography. All of them can try. They can try and be part of MoonCamp, because we need really interdisciplinary people in space sector. So they can prepare the project as art and crafts method, 3D design and 3D printing, which is a very important skill in the future. We think that a lot of things will be printed, 3D printed in the future. Robotics, game-based and immersive worlds, and scientific experiments. So we have really broad type of ways how to prepare, how to design the habitat. And all of those skills, all those methods are needed for future exploration. So I think this is a very nice possibility to show that space sector is very broad, various, and a lot of people will find their way to be there. As a European Space Education Resource Office, we are not focusing only on project students. We trying to create different and various materials, webinars, workshops, lesson scenarios, different kind of formats, presenting space sector and astronomy, astrophysics, technologies, as a part of our everyday life and one of the paths for future careers. So as you see, not only those 5 projects, but different kind of workshops and conferences for teachers, special programs for whole classes, meetings with experts, even technological tools like online course on satellite data. So we are really trying to give us best and as much as various ways to use space topics in education. And last year's, for us, it's really important to help to visibility of Ignis mission and our astronaut, Dr. Sławosz Uznański-Wiśniewski, who is a project, ESA project astronaut, and he was in space a few months ago, and now he helped us really invite young generation to space topics, inspire people with his work. And this is a photo in the right corner of teachers who were in our Space at School conference, and kids from Copernicus. They were really enjoying a talk with Astronaut, with Sławosz, and that this is very important for them to be a part of this kind of events and meeting astronauts. And after this meeting, we ran a workshop for teacher, creating a space patch of space educational project they will run in their school. So finger crossed for really great projects in schools in Poland. As ESERO-Poland, we already work more than 10 years. Last year we have our 10th anniversary of running project. We have different types, more than 20 types of activities, different kind, where we are inspiring kids and teenagers to space sector, to work in space sector, or just to think beyond, to learn more, not only according to school, but their future life. Here you see a bit about concept. It's the launch on the rocket, their own projects. It's really amazing. Meeting with experts where we present both the space careers and scientific topics. We are involved in we help teachers to create and discover new methods, to use new tools, to get out of the box when they are working with kids at schools. We created more than 150 lesson scenarios. We test them with teachers. We are developing a web of space education ambassadors. We have more, 50 team of 50 educational experts around Poland who come to us, learn with us about space sector, space topic, and then they come back to their schools, to their communities, and present and learn together about space and use space topics in various ways of education. This is what I prepared for you according to my talk today. I hope that you see that space education is very important. It's very broad that we are able to use ESA and Polish space sector data, materials, knowledge to present it and learn about it together with Polish and European students from very, very small kids, like 3, 4, 5 years old, to young adult who soon will choose their path, maybe space career, maybe some of them will be future astronauts, who knows. So this is something which we are working, and I hope you enjoy my presentation, and I am really encourage you to contact us and collaborate if you would like, if you see that space education, space for education, it's very important to build a bright future. Thank you again for invitation, and I enjoy very much this conference. I hope you have the same feelings.